I'm Tony Abadie. I'm the chairman for the brand new 2012 Louisiana Seafood Festival, which is kind of a co-partnership between the Louisiana Seafood Festival and New Orleans Seafood Festival, produced by the Louisiana Hospitality Foundation, of which I am the vice president. We have a few of our members that are sitting out here in the audience too at the same time, so we're anxious to echo in a wonderful year for us in cooperation with the Audubon Nature Institute. I don't think we could have pulled off this event without their support, especially them and the support of Louisiana Seafood Promotion and Marketing Board. Just a few facts to understand. The event this year is going to be located at Woldenberg Park, which is right outside the doors here. Could not be a better venue for us for this event on the river. The dates for the event will be October 12, 13, and 14, which I think we all looked at our watches last Friday and realized that it's 4 weeks away for all the work we have to do for it. But you know, we're looking forward to a very successful year. The Louisiana Seafood Promotion Board stepped up this year to become our title sponsor, along with Crescent Crown Distributing and Miller Lite, which has been with us for the last 4 or 5 years we've been doing this event. In addition to them, you know, we have a number of fine restaurant establishments which are also represented out in the audience with the Hospitality Foundation members, as well as some great chefs that donated their time. This year we've got a bigger and better twist on our festival with the what we're calling the Louisiana Seafood Pavilion. In years past, we've had a tent set up at our venue to do chef demonstrations with Louisiana Seafood, which features some of the best chefs in the city, along with John Besh. Greg Reggio, who is one of the taste buds that owns Zia's and Semolina's, really runs this event for us. He's been putting in a lot of time with this, but our venue now is going to be bigger and better than it has been in the past. We've got a number of local chefs lined up, including some of our past Louisiana seafood cook-off champions like Brian Landry and John Besh, obviously, who was our very first one. So the event should be a wonder for all to do. The event is free to the public, unlike a lot of other venues that you get a lot of these special perks with. You know, all our entertainment is free. Obviously, the food's not free. Our restaurateurs are looking to feature their Louisiana seafood products, but at a small fee. And again, this event is 100%, all the proceeds go to charity. The Louisiana Hospitality Foundation, which was formed after Katrina to try to energize the community, raise a few dollars to help the restaurants in town get back open, so we could show the rest of the the rest of the United States and the world that we were, you know, back in business here in New Orleans after Katrina. Some of our bigger charities that have been involved with us are obviously Catholic Charities, which benefits tremendously, and I see Gordon Wadge out there in the audience, which is they've been a recipient of a lot of charity event from Padua to our big project, which is Cafe Hope and Cafe Reconcile in New Orleans. These two venues are obviously near and dear to our heart because they promote you know, the education of our youth and try to mainstream them into the business that we have, which are obviously restaurant and hospitality in New Orleans. I've been given a list, and I'm going to read it off like everyone had told me, to thank some of our media sponsors that also helped out and supported us this year as well as in years past. Intercom Communication, Gambit Weekly, as well as New Orleans Living Magazine, our Louisiana Kitchen and Cultures Magazine, Where You At Magazine. In addition to that, we've always had support from the New Orleans Convention and Visitors Bureau, as well as the New Orleans Tourism and Marketing Corporation. They've also always stepped up to the plate for us to help really just let people know around the city, around the state, actually around the southeastern United States, all the way into Texas, about what we do and how we do it, and just basically let people know that Louisiana seafood is fresh, it's the best in the world, and that everybody really needs to remove the stigma that people tend to put on this every now and then. All they have to do is taste it, which thanks to the folks from Galatoire's, we will be tasting it a little later this morning. But it's just one of the things that are near and dear to all of our hearts here, and we want to make sure that we that we really let the rest of the world know how wonderful it is here in New Orleans, and especially with Louisiana seafood all over the state. With that said, I'm going to bring up Mr. Ron Foreman, who is with the Audubon Nature Institute, and really just to thank him again for what he has done for us too. Ron, thank you so much.
What a great event, what a great opportunity. When you think of New Orleans, what do you think about? Restaurants, seafood, festivals, Jazz Fest, French Quarter Fest, another festival that's going to incredibly bring people to town, fill up our hotel rooms, fill up our restaurants, do economic development, and make a big difference. We couldn't be prouder to be partners with all the groups that have come together to make this happen. We are going to have an incredible success. It's 3 days open to the public. It's going to be a lot of fun. I do have to tell you that Audubon, representing 100,000 members and over 2 million visitors, feel very strongly about working with wildlife and fisheries. It's an incredible partnership that's doing two things. One is making sure the sustainability of sea life is taking place, that we have a healthy Gulf of Mexico, the sea life is doing well, which it is, and then once it's doing well, then we can have sustainable seafood to give and serve to our restaurants and our public. We got to tell the rest of the world we have the most incredible sea life seafood anywhere in the world. It's coming back strong. We just have to get that message out. This festival will let this happen. Let me let Karen say a few words about the event. Karen?
Sure. I also would like to thank the Louisiana Hospitality Foundation for your leadership that you've provided to this community. I mean, you came together like we did after the storm and worked to make New Orleans normal again, and you gave hope to so many. And so thank you to Tony and Melvin and Tommy and Katie and all of you for your leadership in that organization. I couldn't think of better partners to produce such an important event. And also our friends at the Louisiana Promotion Board. You guys have been amazing partners to us in wildlife and fisheries. I think we have really are going to do great things together. We are excited to host this event on what we think is the most beautiful venue in the city along the Mississippi River. It is going to be an opportunity not only to share what's so special about our region, our Louisiana seafood, but also to educate our visitors about sustainable populations, sustainable consumption. And you're going to hear a lot more about that from Audubon over the next few years, but we're excited not only to be a part of something that's going to be fun, but something that's going to bring a very important message to our visitors. So thank you for inviting us to be a part of this, and we look forward to making it a huge success. Thank you, Tammy.
Again, Ron, Karen, thank you so much for allowing us this opportunity to do so. Now I'd like to bring up Ashley Roth from the Louisiana Seafood Promotion Board, who, again, without them too, I don't think we could have managed to pull this event off like we have done. So, Ashley?
Thank you, Tony. The Louisiana Seafood Promotion and Marketing Board has partnered with the Hospitality Foundation on several events, and not only do they know how to have a good time and throw a party, they do it all for a cause. And we've been really impressed with their commitment to our community and also to the Louisiana seafood industry. And we're looking forward to an entire weekend that showcases Louisiana seafood, our fishermen who harvest it, and the chefs who've helped to make it famous. Now, those of us in the room know the importance of Louisiana seafood, and not just the fact that it appears on so many of your favorite meals and on your plate. It's a $2.4 billion industry, and it employs thousands as it works its way from the boat to the plate. And that is why we believe, as Ron and Karen mentioned, in making sure that we manage our resource responsibly. And we rely on the folks at the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, their biologists, and their staff to make that happen. So with that, I'd like to bring up Renee Lebreton with the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries to talk a little bit more about the partnership with the Audubon Nature Institute, which, as we've mentioned, goes far beyond the festival.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Ron, Tony. This is an exciting partnership. We at the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries are really looking forward to moving forward. We manage our fisheries, whether it's crawfish, crabs, oysters, all the things that you guys enjoy at your festivals, on your plates. and we do a really good job of it. What we don't do well is telling people what we do. We don't tell people how well we manage our fisheries, all of the intricacies, everything that goes into setting seasons, traps, gear sizes, things like that. That's why the partnership with the Audubon Nature Institute is so important. They're going to help us communicate that message. We need a lot of help. We're biologists. We manage fisheries really well. We're not communicators. So we're looking forward to expanding the partnership that we already have with Audubon Nature Institute to help tell that story. It's going to be a great partnership. We've worked closely with them on everything from wildlife rehabilitation to fish for the aquarium. So we're looking forward to enhancing that partnership. This is the #1 tourist destination in Louisiana. It's incredible, all of the millions of visitors that come through here every year. So what a natural way for us to help tell our story as an agency and what we do to communicate responsible fisheries management to the public. So thank you, and we're looking forward to working together in the future. Thank you.
Renee, thanks again. Ashley, obviously, as I mentioned earlier, there's no way we could do this without the Seafood Promotion Board, as well as Wildlife and Fisheries. Right before we close, I'm going to touch on a few other things about the festival, because obviously you can't have a festival without something to attract people to the festival. So our musical lineup is going to be second to none, as it was last year. I mean, they gave me a list of like 30 people that are playing, but all I'm going to tell you is the best of New Orleans music. From Cyril Neville all the way down. It doesn't get any better than what you see in New Orleans. And just for everybody's edification, it's all about Louisiana for us. So, you know, we're not bringing out-of-town bands in here to play. It's all about, you know, promoting what's great for Louisiana and what's great in New Orleans. One last thing to mention, though, the one thing we have done, you know, we always listen to, you know, other events that are bigger and better, and sometimes to say more successful than we are. So to piggyback on what the French Quarter Festival does with the world's largest brunch, we're going to invite everybody in New Orleans out on Sunday the 14th for the world's largest Louisiana seafood brunch. So hopefully you guys can meet us out there for those 3 fun-filled days. We open up on Friday the 12th at noon, try and get folks out of their offices. Maybe they can you know, get a break early. We can talk to the mayor, and maybe he can shut the city down at noon for us to get everybody outside and at the event. But we've got a full day again on Saturday, and then obviously on Sunday everybody gets to come out because it's the Saints Open Day weekend, and we all know that we're not going to compete against the Saints in New Orleans. So come out and see us and enjoy us, and thank you all for being here. We're here to announce the 2012 Louisiana Seafood Festival, which this year is going to be in Waldenburg Park, right next to the Aquarium of the Americas, and with the support of the Audubon Nature Institute as well as the Louisiana Seafood Promotion and Marketing Board.
Louisiana seafood is a $2.4 billion industry, and not only does it, impact Louisiana, it also impacts the rest of the nation as well. Thousands of jobs rely on the Louisiana seafood industry, and so we're proud to be able to promote it and support it that weekend of the festival.
It's going to be a lot of fun. What New Orleans does really well is music, food, festivals. We know about the Jazz Fest, we know about the French Quarter Festival. Here's another opportunity to come downtown and support our restaurants. Also, it's important to support our seafood industry. These are the fishermen who go out each and every day to catch this fish for us, to catch the seafood. So it's a chance to give them our support and thanks in a fun event.
What's your reaction to everything you've heard here today?
Well, the exciting part that we really believe in with Audubon is that our Gulf of Mexico is an important ecosystem that the sea life is doing well. The seafood's doing well. We need to tell our story that we have the most incredible estuary anywhere in the world right in our backyard, and we need to tell the world that it's doing well, the fish are healthy, the animals are healthy, and providing incredible quality, good eating food for all our visitors.
It's free. There's no admission. Great entertainment. It's got 20 of the best restaurants in the city of New Orleans that are going to be here, from, Arno's and Galatoire's and Mr. B's to Acme Oyster House. And, what festival can you have without having Drago's charbroiled oysters at it, too?
What's your reaction to everything that you've seen and heard here today?
Well, I think it's very, very positive. We're looking forward to a bigger and better event. Our event has moved to to Waldenburg Park simply because we've outgrown other venues. So we know the popularity of the festival is there. We think it could be bigger and better. We're hoping this to be the fall representative to the French Quarter Festival if we can get it that big. So that's what our focus is at this point. And obviously the plight of the fishermen of Louisiana, and to tell their story within our Louisiana Seafood Pavilion this year.
If people have questions or like more information, what should they do?
Obviously, www.louisianaseafoodfestival.com. It'll tell you about the events, the times, location, the restaurants, the entertainment. Everything you need to know is there, and best of all, it's free to everyone.
We've got a website, louisianaseafoodfestival.com, and they can see the music lineup, the participating restaurants, and find out more information there.